After Wings by Sarah Piatt, 1836 to 1919. This was your butterfly, you see. His fine wings made him vain. The caterpillars crawl, but he passed them in rich disdain. My pretty boy says, let him be only a worm again. O child, when things have learned to wear wings once, they must be fain, to keep them always high and fair. Think of the creeping pain which even a butterfly must bear to be a worm again. Okay, this is a poem by Sarah Piatt. Let's see. She is an American. She was born in Kentucky. She came from a family of slave owners and before the American Civil War. She's was on the Confederate side in the Civil War. She is famous as a poet, and she wrote various poems. She spent some of her time in Ireland as well. So, what's this poem about? Well, if you look at the title, this is After Wings. This is after having wings. And the poem's about a conversation between a mother and her small boy. And she's showing him a caterpillar or a butterfly. She's explaining how the butterfly has come from the caterpillar. And this is talking about how we have to accept change in life. And then, if you look at the title, After Wings, so after a butterfly has wings, is it possible to go back to a state where you no longer have wings? And if you did, how depressing and how sad this would be. So once you've metamorphosed, you've gone through a period of difficulty and pain, that to get a reward you need to hold and keep and look after that reward and let everyone see it and use it to its best, because after that, is it possible to go back? You can't go back to being the person you were before. So this is to do with change in our lives and the acceptance of change. This was your butterfly, you see. So the mother shows him, her son, this caterpillar, and she says, this little caterpillar, this is what the butterfly was before. His fine wings made him vain, and I think this is the child asking, did his beautiful wings make him vain, make him proud of himself, over proud of himself? The caterpillars crawl, but he passed them in rich disdain. So I think again the mother says the caterpillar crawls, but he passed them in rich disdain. So the caterpillar is, the boy's asking, does the caterpillar disdain? Does the butterfly have a bad opinion of the caterpillar because the caterpillar only crawls and it doesn't have these wings? And I think both of these are rhetorical questions for us to think about and for us to answer. My pretty boy says, let him be only a worm again. So, is it possible for the butterfly to become a worm again? And clearly know that we need to accept change in our lives. Things change and we become different. And once the caterpillar has become a butterfly, you can't go back. In life, you can only go forward. Yeah? And I think the answer to these questions are that the butterfly shouldn't disdain the caterpillar. The butterfly shouldn't be vain. It should remember that the caterpillar is in its struggle, and this is an essential part of life for it to become a fully mature animal. O child, when things have learned to wear wings once, they must be fain to keep them always high and fair. So when you've learned to do something wonderful, when you've learned to fly high, when the caterpillar has learned to have wings and be a butterfly, then they must be glad, they must be happy, they must be fain. They must be satisfied to keep them always high and fair. So to keep their wings high and fair and be proud of them and let everybody see them. Think of the creeping pain which even a butterfly must bear to be a worm again. So think about how painful, how sad, how upset a butterfly would be if it went back to being a worm, a caterpillar again. And I think this is probably saying the same for us, that once you are mature and you have qualities that you have struggled to get, you can't go back, and if you do, then you do so in shame. Yeah, that it would be such a painful experience that it would be difficult to bear. So I think that's enough. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you soon. Bye for now. After Wings by Sarah